Hey everyone, hello and welcome, Tony Bing here. Now for this guide video I've actually surprised myself a bit and I've decided to have a go at Loki. Initially I was put off doing a build for him because there's so many different options. Now that's not a bad thing, it's just I was struggling to get my head around all the possible different builds that were available. But yesterday I set aside some time, played around in the training room for about 4 or 5 hours or so, mixing gear and skills and trying to kind of find the best balance, and I think I've come up with quite a nice build here. Now it's a tanky build, so you'll be using Gram, so for that reason that's why I want the tankiness, because we're in the melee range. Currently with my gear I have 55% crit rating and 40 brute rating, which is not bad in the biggest update ever world, because all those values seem to drop down quite a bit. Now alongside having that, I actually when I'm in combat have 115,000 effective health, so it's really tanky. Utility wise I also have weaken, vulnerability, slow and burn all available to me, and there's no spirit issues at all either, which is great. Now I've still to come up with a name for the build because I'm not massive on Loki lore, so if any of you out there are a big Loki fan and you can think of something that makes sense for a kind of fire, ice, tanky Loki, then feel free to come up with a suggestion. But for now, it's just Bing's Loki guide, a bit boring there. Now it is available on the item base, full details are there. There will be a link to that within the description of the video. Now something I just want to mention on the item base at the moment, there's a lot of downvoting of guides going on of everyone's guide. The top guide, for example, the Iron Man guide, which is a fantastic guide, currently has something like 60 upvotes and I think it's around about 30 downvotes, which is just, it's lame to see that happen. So I would encourage you, when you view anyone's guide really, if it's a good build, take the 2 minutes to log in or take the 2 minutes to register on the item base site and leave your vote for that particular guide. And as I say, this applies to, I'm not just saying this for my guides, this applies to anyone's guides. If you see someone putting in a lot of work, leave a bit of recognition for them and ignore that downvote button. I really just wish they would get rid of it. But enough of that, I don't want to get sidetracked because this is a nice good fun video and I'm really happy that I come up with a relatively good Loki build. I think you'll see in a moment and you can make up. But let's run through this cosmic trial and fingers crossed this should be nice and impressive looking for you. There we go, nice amount of damage, nice AoE trash clearing, and also the survivability was great. There was no point I was at any risk there. And done, there we go. So that went really well. I was able to face tank the Sentinels and Skull. Now I know Cosmic Trial isn't as hard as it used to be, but they did buff it a little bit since the first patch. So if I recall back to my Doom Cosmic Trial build, my health was getting a bit low and I had to dodge a lot, whereas I was face tanking no problem there, doing a lot of kind of damage in a large area. And yeah, it seems like he's really got a bit of everything, Loki, so very pleased with him, very surprised with him as well. So if you did like this video, as mentioned, further details on it can be found on the Marvel Heroes item base. There's a link to that in the description, and if you're a big Loki fan, please feel free to give me some hints as to a kind of cool sounding name I could use for the build as well. But thanks for tuning in, and see you all again soon.